Subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Starters for the Creamline Cool Smashers. The same starting squad that Coach Sherwin always puts in. Billy Capistrano, of course, with Jamie La Victoria and Kyla Kingsu. This time for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Also the same suspects for Coach Rald Ricafort.
That's right, Billy. And comparing both of the teams, they both have team chemistry and great defense. So this is a very even match up. You know, we were talking about how many sets do we think this match will go, but it's hard to gauge.
I mean, we did have a game, the previous game that we had, that was F2 versus Petrogas. 5 sets. We'll see how this one goes. As we mentioned, Creamline wala pantalo here in our conference. Same as PLDT, but they did just have one game. Here comes Tots Carlos, and that goes inside.
Tots Carlos powering over the block of PLDT.
You know, Jamie, what else is there to say about Tots? She continues to dominate here in the PVL. And much like said, she has gotten better and better every single conference. It's a 1-point lead now for Creamline. Tots again, tries for the second time, is successful.
You know, it's important that PLDT really stabilizes their blocking because they have a full front line. Tots Carlos, Gemma Galanza, and Panaga. It's important that they secure that block and work on their defense.
Defense is going to be a key factor here for the high-speed hitters against the Mammoth Team Creamline as we check in with Kyla Kingsu.
Billy and Jamie, Creamline started their campaign this invitational conference strong with back-to-back victories, but Tots Carlos, who's continuing to shine as always, tells me that their performance is just a little sneak peek of what's to come after they improved their game and during the past 2 weeks. Now, when I spoke to Tots about today's matchup, she told me that PLDT is a very strong team, and personally, malaki raw ang respeto niya kay Coach Rald. Kaya naman, although some may say that Creamline is the team to beat, Tots says that it all comes down to how they show their respect to other teams and play their improved game. Now let's go back to enjoying this matchup, which you can experience better on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that, Kyla. Excellent report. And Tots Carlos was a highlighted player in Kyla's report, and she's doing well so far here in our game. It is a 4-point lead, 3-point lead rather, for the Creamline Cool Smashers early on in our set number 1.
And you see a trend in the spiking of Tots Carlos. You've noticed that she has been going for the long ball attack, so it's important that PLDT changes their defensive pattern.
So they got to keep up with the Cool Smashers, currently at the top of the rankings here in Pool A. Here comes Prado, De Guzman. Atienza will give this one to Tots, finds that donut hole, no go. Morente challenging those blockers, picked up by Gia. Galanza from the back, no go. Morente one more time, and this time she gets the point.
Morente spiking through the block of Panaga. I have to give credit to both teams. Long rallies that we're seeing, Billy. Great reverse set by Rhea. Just touching the hands of Tots Carlos.
And you also want to commend the growth of Michelle Morente here in the PLDT squad. She did say that she has found her home in this team, and we're very happy to see her thriving here.
And I have to give credit to their coach as well, giving her that opportunity to show her talents.
Panaga, she's blocked. Other side, Eliza, off that block, team captain, gets it.
Let's talk about Eliza Valdez, who is off this past start of the year. She was off for around 6 to 7 months, but take a look. She's in full recovery, spiking through the block of PLDT.
In their previous game, she only had 4 points, but also, you know, that leadership that Eliza brings on the court is undeniable. So even if she doesn't score a lot, her presence still matters to the squad. We can clearly see that. Great defense. Eliza with a drop. Veteran smarts for Lai.
See Valdez's drop ball, her classic drop ball attack. Great set by Gia. Last minute decision going drop ball. Rhea not ready for the defense.
Score right now, it's 6-2 in favor of the white shirts here in our set number 1. And that's going to be a 3-point given to PLDT.
You see a change of the offense of CREAMLINE. Their open sets are much faster than usual.
So a lot of adjustments here for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. At sabi nga ni Kyla in her report, sneak peek pa lang daw yung performance nila ngayon. Sabi ni Tots. Jessie De Leon serving. And that's going to be a good serve for De Leon.
De Leon targeting Tots Carlos. Great serve.
Laser focus for Jessie. And we're seeing her more now here in this conference, which is great as well. It is 4 serving 6. De Guzman. The Tots!
With an exclamation point.
Too easy in between the block of PLDT. No defense found. It's important, like I said earlier, the block of PLDT really has to be stabilized.
Absolutely. Especially against a team like CREAMLINE. I mean, they have Tots. She is the best spiker in the league in terms of our rankings. And that's going to be a point for PLDT.
Overreaching on the side of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, said Domingo. Azrea was trying to jump set.
You have Michelle Morente on deck to serve for PLDT. It's just a 2-point deficit right now, 7-5 in favor of the white shirts. That was a misreceive. De Maculangan will go to Tabino. They're trying to chase it. Not successful.
Tabino going for that cross-court attack. Atienza was still trying to get that ball. He almost had it.
But we gotta commend the hustle of CREAMLINE. Almost, but not quite.
Almost there.
Of course, Royce Tobino, one of the newest additions here for PLDT. One of the veterans here in the PVL. Domingo versus Palomata. She's blocked. Another block from Del Palomata.
And we did talk about this during the pregame, Billy. They have to be mindful of the blocks. The net defense by Del Palomata.
You know, she is the tallest player in the league right now. I believe she's around 6'3". So you gotta be extra prepared when you're gonna go up against her. Morente serving again. Misreceive, over-receive. They will chase it. Good things happening right now for the PLDT high-speed hitters. As we go to our first technical timeout, PLDT in the lead, 8-7. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Billy Capistrano, Jamie La Victoria, and of course Kyla King-Su. It's the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers versus the PLDT high-speed hitters. We got Gemma Galanza on your screens, as well as Tots Carlos. We mentioned the best spiker in the league right now, as Michelle Morente prepares to serve for the red shirts. They have taken the lead here in set number 1. 8-7 is our score. Gia gives it to Alyssa. What a dig by Arado. They go to Tobino, sends it over. Back to Eliza. De Maculangan to Tobino. What a good save there by Gemma. Tobino again. And it's a little too much angle on that attack. It sails outside.
That's the right idea by Tobino. She was trying to avoid the hands of the block of the Creamline Cool Smashers by going for that deep cross court. Just a little too strong in that rally.
And we all know Royce Tobino, very familiar with her and what she can do. We're tied at 8-all. First deadlock of our game. Check that. That is a second deadlock of our game. Galanza with a push. And Dimas wasn't ready for it.
That's right. The set was a little too tight, but Gemma was able to make a way. Rhea not prepared for that rally.
And that's going to be Gemma's first point of the ball game. In their last game, she had 10 points. As Eliza Valdez, team captain, prepares to serve. And that is going to be a service ace for Live. That is her third point of the game. Remember, against your floor, she had 4 points. So this is point number 3 for her.
And take a look at that serve right above the net. And Billy, I remember back in Ateneo, we had drills like this where there would be a garter right above the net, and we would have to serve in between. So
How did you do?
I did kind of okay, depending on the day.
But maybe Eliza did better.
Yes, for sure. No doubt, no doubt.
All right, back to this game. 1 point advantage now for Creamline. Royce Tobino. De Guzman. With Seth Domingo. That is one of the things that we gotta highlight as well, Jamie. The connection between Seth and Gia.
They have mastered that connection in the past few years with that Be Quick attack. And you see the leap of Seth Domingo with her jump over the block of PLDT.
And there's just so much confidence in the way that Seth is playing right now. A lot of trust in her game as well, and we love to see it. Prado will try, and Prado gets it.
This is what Prado is known for. She's very good at challenging the block of her opponents. Great set by Rhea. Just over the block of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Jovi Prado, always so simple with her attacks, but always so efficient as well.
Nothing too flashy.
She just knows her role, and she does it so effortlessly. Meanwhile, that's going to be a free point given to the white shirts. Care of that service error by Del Palomata. Creamline is up by 2. We got Gia de Guzman. Currently the second best setter in the league based on the rankings that we have. As Dima goes to Jessie De Leon. That will be a point given to Creamline.
It looked like the attack was a little over the line. It looked inside from our view.
angle.
Great swing.
Either way, we were talking about Jessie De Leon really getting more opportunities under Coach Ral Ricafort here in the Invitational Conference. Has been a starter as well. They go to Prado. She's met at the net. Prado again. Broken play. Makes it work.
Prado trying to adjust with that set. Going for that sharp cross-court angle. Defense was not ready on this side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Do you see that adjustment?
And they were a little late on the block as well, talking about Creamline. And that is Jovi Prado's second point of the game. Still a 2-point advantage here for Creamline. De Guzman. Gemma Galanza out of nowhere.
No one saw that coming.
We didn't even see it.
When you have mastered that perfect service receive, you are able to run multiple plays.
What a great attack by Gemma Galanza. Also great connection with Gia. Good serve. That is 2 straight points for Galanza. Right now, 3 points for her.
Targeting Kat Arado. Rare error by Kat Arado at that.
We don't see that happen often. And that's going to be a timeout for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Let's listen in.
Yung 4 nakita? Yung baboy talaga sa 4. Yung may 4 talaga. Yung ngayon... Dito ka na. Pero 40 tayo ngayon. Tuloy mo na yung 4 mo. Hindi pa naman nagpa-power ng sobrang haba. Yung base nyo lang cut. Cut. Same base lang. Tatlo pa rin. Purong dito si ano. Joby.
Coach Raul Ricafort giving Morente a specific play to run. Now it's important for the PLDT high-speed hitters to not give CREAMLINE this long run because we all know CREAMLINE, once they have the lead, they'll just finish it off.
And they're going to capitalize on that momentum that has totally shifted right now on their side. It is a 4-point lead. Remember, we were tied at 8 a while ago. And slowly, CREAMLINE just built up that lead. Ball is still live. They go to Joey Prado. Picked up by Alyssa. They go to Tots Carlos, challenging those blockers. Ball still live. Alyssa again. D-Mac goes to Prado. Nandoon si Gemma. Alyssa again. A little too low on the attack. Also a broken play as well.
And that is difficult to spike, actually, with that broken play. Valdez trying to go for that sharp cross-court.
And right now, we are at 15-12, still in favor of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. And that's going to be inside. They weren't expecting that.
That's right. Great serve by Prado.
We gotta watch this replay to possibly see how close it was. It was right in front of Alyssa, and I feel like she thought it was going to go out.
It looked like it was going out.
Right, so it's a missed opportunity. However, this one goes away from the Cool Smashers. That's going to be a service error from Joey Prado as we head on over to our second technical timeout. Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. Back here, game between CREAMLINE and PLDT. And the ball's still alive. And they're gonna...
It looked like
call a
the
challenge,
drop ball.
yeah. They're gonna call a challenge on that one. And you can't do that, right? During a play,
And
you can't call a challenge.
And I believe the challenge is called on Tubino floor touch from the drop ball of
Alyssa.
Valdez.
So right when we returned from that break, there was a drop ball from Alyssa. And we saw her reaction right after that happened.
She
And
knew it touched the floor.
She looked at the bench, she looked at the referee. And now they're just, trying to relax a little bit. It is pretty hot still here in the Phil Sports Arena. Even if it's rainy outside, it's a gloomy day, a gloomy Thursday for all of us. Let's take a look And what exactly happened? Was there a floor touch?
Most definitely.
There was definitely a floor touch. And that will be a successful challenge here for Coach Sherwin Meneses and the rest of the Creamline Cool Smashers. And the point will be rewarded to the Creamline Cool Smashers. It is a 4-point advantage for the white shirts. Alyssa. They go to Royce Sabino. That one hits the antenna. Very clear.
Sabino trying to go for that down the line. Take a look at that set. Touching the antenna. It's important that the PLDT high-speed hitters lessens their unforced errors.
Right now, Royce Sabino does have 2 errors. And maybe she's still adjusting, to her new team. But at any rate, we have Morente joining the scoring party here in set number 1. That is her 2nd point.
Morente going down the line. No block was found on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Great swing.
Good attack from Michelle Morente, and they need her to step up in this game as well. Her team is down by 4. Dots Carlos. And Del Palomado with a little smirk after that attack.
Have to give credit to Prado for her stable defense in the back row.
And look at her just towering over
That's right.
everybody else.
I mean, if you have perfect defense, might as well just give her the ball every
Exactly.
time.
Well, that was Del Palomata, currently the best blocker in our league. Such an efficient middle blocker for PLDT. But what about San Domingo? And this is a premier matchup that we were talking about. It's number 13 versus number 13 on the 13th day of the month.
If PLD can do it, so can Creamline with
Why
that
not?
big quick attack.
That was San Domingo now.
A quick attack, rather.
So it's a battle of the middle blockers. You can see Sed from this angle watching Del very closely. Morente. Great defense by Galanza. They go to Eliza with a drop. They send this one over to Topino. And that's in for Royce Topino.
Topino finally making a way, going for that down the line. She has been silent this entire first set. Great swing.
She's just getting revved up for this game. 3-point lead for Creamline. PLDT needs to break through. They go to Eliza, combination play.
Have to give credit as well to the set of de Guzman. Perfect set with that hitting point. Great swing by Valdez. And that's the set she likes, the quick and fast set.
And the great thing about Eliza is she delivers.
That's right.
Eliza to serve. Straight to the net for the team captain. Chance here for PLDT. They're down by 3. Serving 20. We have Royce Sabino on deck to serve for the red shirts. They go to Gemma Galanza.
What a set. Towards Carlos.
Todd is really one of the most multi-dimensional players that we have in the league right now. She's great in defense, but take a look at her setting here.
And that's actually a reverse set. She's all the way in zone 1, setting up Gemma Galanza. Now we see a double substitution on the side of Creamline.
We have Phil Cayetano as well as Riza Mandapat. 21 serving 17. Good serve. They go to Prado. Nobody there for Creamline. Great foot awareness by Jovi Prado.
Jovi Prado finding the donut hole in the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers. No defense was found.
And we also have a couple of substitutions here for the PLDT high-speed hitters. We have Ceballos, who checks in for the first time in our game. And she will head on over straight to the service line. It's a good serve. Negrito will go to Galanza. Babalik kay Prado. Got some miscommunication on who is gonna pick up that ball.
Prado attacking that cross court. Miscommunication between Atienza and Valdez. And those are usual easy pickups for them.
So take a look at the score, Jamie. 21-18. So PLDT trying to take things slowly. Trying to play catch-up here with the Cool Smashers. Tots Carlos is back on the floor for Creamline. You have Ceballos serving again. De Guzman will find fans.
No communication on the side of PLDT between Arado and Ceballos.
Take a look at it again.
Miscommunication.
There was a deception as a part of Pangs. Still playable. That's gonna go to Creamline. A lot of scrappy plays in that last sequence.
See a substitution by PLDT, Mika Reyes.
She checks in. And she is a team captain here for the PLDT high-speed hitters. She replaces Jessie De Leon. We have Gia De Guzman, 6 excellent sets for her in today's game. 23 serving 18. That's a good serve. They go to Prado. And Mika Reyes was there. Ball is still alive. They go to Gemma Galanza with a power.
Gemma Galanza powering through the block of PLDT. She's going for that down the line attack.
Let's take a look at this. So much strength from Gemma Galanza. We say it all the time. She's not the tallest player in the court, but she can elevate.
And it's difficult to gauge where she will go down the line, cross court.
Unpredictable, to say the least. Here comes Jovi Prado. Creamline at set point. Gemma Galanza with a drop. Nandun si Morente. Dimac gives it to Prado. A drop of her own. And she gets the point.
Prado switching it up. Going for that strong cross-court attack and switching it up for that drop ball. Let's give credit to the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Ella De Jesus, digging up everything on their side.
And she was just a little too late for that one. PLDT hanging on here in set number 1. Again, Creamline is at set point. Dimac serving. De Guzman. She's gonna choose Tots. And then si Mika says, not yet.
Mika Reyes scoring the first point.
As before we head on over to our timeout, we're gonna take a look at this. But now Creamline has called for time. So let's listen in.
Pagka medyo nagkalangan yung receive, tawag agad tawag agad. Hey, ba't wala na cover? Mabagal yung mabagal yung balik ng bola. Cover, papalo, cover, follow, cover.
Yeah, bago tayo, cover kami.
All in, Creamline!
Good.
Coach Ern Menezes talking about the lack of coverage in that last rally. The game is not over. The set is not over. 24-21. There still is a chance for PLDT to actually tie this set.
We will see how things will unfold here in the latter parts of our set number 1 as Dimac serves. De Guzman, they need a good swing. They go to Tots Carlos. She's blocked. She'll try again, second time, and Tots Carlos was doing Tots Carlos things. And she is gonna finish set number 1, which goes to the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. We gotta see that one more time. Take a look at this, Jamie. Gia has in thoughts. Take a look at that.
In between the block. Great swing by the reigning MVP.
That is it, 25-21 in favor of the new streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We're back and you're still watching the PVL Invitational Conference, CREAMLINE versus PLDT. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria and Kyla King Sue. And what a set number one we had. Jamie, let's take a look at some of the highlights.
And take a look at your screens here. That girl, Tots Carlos, I mean, she already has 6 points in this first set. It's important that the PLDT high-speed hitters stabilize their block. And they need to understand that most of the balls might be going to Tots Carlos, but at the same time, they have so many offensive weapons, including Valdez and Gemma Galanza. So it's important that it's either they block better or they stabilize their defense.
We were talking about it. Right now, we have Eliza Valdez at 5 points, Carlos at 6, and Galanza at 5. We're going to talk more about that later. First, we want to take a look at the numbers that we see on your screens.
And it came to the minor details. You see the attacks dominant on the side of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers with 16 and 11 by PLDT. And you have the same amount of errors. It's good to have less than 10 errors per set. And I would say that's almost clean volleyball. But let's see how this second set will unfold.
That's right. 25-21 was the score that we had in set number one. But again, as I was saying, Valdez, Carlos, and Galanza, they're alive and kicking here in this game, as well as Gia de Guzman. And I mean, we know what can happen when these three are just raring to go.
The triple threat, I would say. And they are on point in this match. So let's see if PLDT could do the same.
On the other side, we have Prado, top scoring for PLDT with 6 points. Here we go, set number 2. De Maculangan will go to Prado, challenging the blockers. It was almost, you know, we gotta credit that to the defense of Tots Carlos.
Making that effort from that drop ball. Mika Reyes had the right idea. Just no proper execution in that rally.
And it's Mika Reyes' first time seeing action here in our invitational conference. She did not play in their first game. CREAMLINE takes an early lead. Morente
side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. The offense of PLDT is not being converted into points. And Creamline is also known for their blocking, so it's important that the PLDT HD Spikers cover from that block.
That's right. Creamline is the second best blocking team right now here in the PVL, while PLDT is at fifth. Take a look at that score. Creamline, 1-point lead. Looking good so far here in our second set, as Jovi Prado prepares to serve for PLDT. 6 points for her, as I've mentioned. And that's going to be another point here for PLDT as we check in with Kyla Kingsu.
Yes, we have witnessed in that first set, both teams are definitely carrying their momentum from their previous wins. And although on the PLDT side, we did miss action from Mika Reyes and Man Mendrez in their opening game against Akari, but Coach Rodrigo Ford shared with me that these two have fully recovered and are ready for their must-win game. I spoke to Mika about their preparations for this matchup against Creamline, and in her words, she said, and I quote, "While it is Creamline, we have to be ready for any possible scenario and be capable of adjusting right away." You know, Mika also shared that the team loaded up on their conditioning to physically equip themselves for their upcoming matches. So let's see how she and the girls use that to bounce back in set number 2. Now let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
And thank you again for such a great report, Kyla. You know, I'm happy to hear that Mika is doing well now, and we can see her joining her teammates again. This is her first time we said playing here in our conference. At this point, we'll go to the high-speed hitters, and we've been having a lot of great attacks. Jamie, I mean, while Kyla was reporting, we saw Tots Carlos drop a bomb.
Too difficult to defend that. And in this last rally, we see Morente with her first clean attack. She has been struggling because the block is so stable on the side of Creamline.
What about Eliza Valdez? Much to the delight of the Cool Smashers fans. That is point number 6 for the team captain. And we love, you know, that Eliza just really shows us her volleyball IQ. Time and time again, walang kupas since college.
And she knows where the defenders are on the other side. She knows who is there, who is not
Eagle
there.
eyes
She
for
knows.
Lai Valdez. Creamline, 1-point lead. What a great block, but better defense on the side of PLDT. Good coverage. De Guzman to Seth Domingo. Dug up. Now today, Seth Domingo.
Too easy.
A couple of problems arising for the side of PLDT.
Too easy on the side for the Creamline's Cool Smashers. You have to challenge that block. That great wall of Seth Domingo if you want to score a point.
It can get pretty intimidating, right, when you're going up against the defending champions here in our invitational conference. But the more that you have to have that motivation to play, you have to have that sense of urgency. Again, our conference is so short. So every single game matters. And right now, PLDT 1 point behind the Cool Smashers. De Guzman to Valdez. Blocked by D-Mac. Valdez will try again. Good intention, but it was just not executed properly.
The set was a little too tight by Atienza. She had to bump set that. Valdez trying to make a
do,
way.
yeah. Tied at 5. It's looking to be a more exciting start here in our set number 2 compared to the first one. We have Mitch Morente. De Guzman gives this one to Eliza. She's met at the net. De Guzman, other side. They go to Tots Carlos from the back row. She can do everything.
From the front row to the back row, Gia De Guzman has many options for offense. And that wasn't even the strongest of attacks. Just challenging the block of PLDT.
And Gia De Guzman, I'm pretty sure, has one of the best jobs in the world right now. De Maculangan, they go to Tobino. That's gonna go outside. A couple of errors piling up for Royce Tobino.
Tobino still trying to find her groove, but we do see a substitution Mean Mendres in for Tubino.
Valdez on deck to serve. That's inside. Catches the line. And with that, we will go to our first technical timeout, set number 2. Creamline in the lead, 8-5.
Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Filipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos per month.
Thank you for that, Jamie. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena as we discuss again our premier matchup and how are these two doing at this point. Set Domingo, 20% block efficiency. On the other hand, we have Del Palomata, 33% block efficiency here in our match. So far, so good for both of our net defenders as Gemma Galanza. Another ball for her.
Gemma Galanza doing what she does best, challenging the block of PLDT. Have to give credit to the setting of De Guzman. The efficiency of her sets are always on point.
And that is why she is one of the best setters that we have in the country today. De Maculangan will send it over to Mendres, and that is still alive. She'll try again. Good defense by the white shirts, Gemma Galanza. And that is going to go to PLDT. She quickly apologizes to the bench. But they're going to call. Oh, they're going to call block touch. She was motioning for a challenge. So we're going to see how this one pans out. That is going to be our first challenge here in set number 2. Remember, in set number 1, there was a challenge, that floor touch, which was successful.
By Valdez with that drop ball.
That was a successful one. So this is our first one here in our second set. Now, for those who weren't able to catch the games a while ago at 9:30, we had Cherry Tigo. They won that game. And of course, the game prior to this one, the 12 p.m. game that was around 3 hours and 30 minutes long, I believe.
And one set was 47 minutes.
And that was a great win by the Petrogas Angels, which means there's no team in Pool B that has no losses yet. Let's take a look at this. Was there a block touch? No. So there wasn't any. There was no block touch. Lai tried to reason with our referee, but kind of brushes it off. Play continues. It was an unsuccessful challenge here for Coach Sherwin Meneses and the rest of the coaching staff of Creamline. It's a 3-point lead. Mendres on deck to serve. They go to Sed. Unstoppable with that play.
San Domingo with that big quick attack. Have to give credit to the perfect reception by Gemma Galanza.
Steady hands by Gemma.
And because of that, Gia is able to run her offense smoothly.
And they were able to execute that play very, very well. It's now a 4-point lead. Dima, back set to Palomata. And they're gonna go another challenge. I feel like they're looking at the bench. They are.
I believe a net touch.
A net touch. Because right when she went for that attack, they already looked immediately at the bench. And it wasn't just Del, it was all of them. So they must have seen something that we weren't able to see. But again, this is the second challenge here in our second set, one after the other. Let's see if this is going to be a successful one or an unsuccessful one. PLDT is down by 4. 6-10 is our score. And thank you for joining us on Pilipinas, on the Pilipinas Live app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, go ahead and download it. Jamie was actually one of the guests for the fan stream, and she had lots of fun. You can replay that. You can watch the replay. It's on the app. For as low as 99 pesos per month, you can subscribe and download. We got a couple more games left as well here in our Invitational Conference, the elimination round. 2 more game days left. And can you believe that we're already starting the semis next Thursday? Exactly a week from now.
And like what you said earlier, every point counts, every game matters. We're leading down to the wire by next week.
That's right, next week, July 20, that's going to be the start of our semifinals. As we all know, only the top 2 teams will be marching on to our semis. So it's going to be a fight to the finish for all our squads for both Pool A and Pool B. So far, CREAMLINE and PLDT, they're the only teams here in the PVL with no losses yet.
That's right. And this is the second game
Right.
of the PLDT high-speed hitters. As for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, this is their 3rd game.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
If there was indeed a net touch, they were saying there was there?
No. Clean block by Gemma Galanza.
The players of PLDT, very interesting. They're looking at the screen we have here in Phil Sports. And they were saying it must have been the wrong video, but clear as day, there was no net touch. And play continues, said Domingo. 4 points off 3 attacks, 1 block. Demakulangan sends it over to Joey Prado.
Joey Prado powering through the block of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
And that's how you get back after an unsuccessful challenge. Take a look at her go. And quick reactions as well from the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. That is Prado's 8th point of the game, and she is top scoring now for her team. Palomata serving. It's a good serve. De Guzman will go to Galanza with a drop. Nandoon si Morente. Prado again. Great dig by Alyssa. Galanza, that is way off for Gemma Galanza.
Lacking a burst action in that rally. Great dig by Valdez. Long set by Atienza.
Phil Cayetano on your screens. Service specialist for the Cool Smashers. 3-point lead for CREAMLINE. It's a very manageable lead for now. I mean, if you're the PLDT high-speed hitters. And I think they're just waiting because we do have some wet spots on the floor right now. There we go, Del Palomata serving. De Guzman. The top Carlos, they were not ready for that attack at all. They weren't expecting it. It just happened too fast.
Whether you're in the front row or the back row, Coach Carlos just makes it look too easy.
And they all kind of just look at the ball.
No block.
4-point lead for CREAMLINE. Joey Prado answers back. But that's going to be a point for the Cool Smashers. They're going to call it outside.
Too wide by Prado. CREAMLINE slowly gaining momentum. It's important that the PLDT high-speed hitters try and
Keep up.
uplift. Yes, that's right.
Because right now the energy on the PLDT side isn't as, you know, pronounced as the one here for CREAMLINE. Great hustle by CREAMLINE. Galanza will try. Picked up by Morente. Demakulangan to Joey Prado. They've been relying on her. It's gonna be a chance here. They gotta get a good swing. They go to Mika Reyes.
Mika Reyes with that short running attack, targeting that long ball on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Down the line.
We have Rhea de Maculangan, and she will be serving for the red shirts. De Guzman, one-hat set to Pans Panaga. Arado, bob set to Jovi Prado. Picked up by Tots Carlos. Nobody ready yet for Creamline, and that's going to be a point for Mika Reyes.
Mika Reyes being strong at the net. Creamline not ready for that.
Great anticipation there by Mika Reyes. She has 3 points here in our ball game as the Maculangan continues to serve. It's a 3-point lead for Creamline. They go to Gemma Galanza. She makes it a 4-point lead.
They did that same exact play in the first set, and it has been successful. Now, talking about the Creamline Cool Smashers, the chemistry that they have is unbeatable, and this is something that can't be taught. It's built over time, and they have mastered this.
I definitely agree with you on that one. Everybody knows that this is, you know, the solid Creamline team that we have seen the past couple of years. And that is going to be their greatest advantage. But PLDT here in this game, doing it very slowly. Trying to play catch-up with Cool Smashers, 3-point deficit. And take a look at Jovi Prado, Jamie. 9 points for her. She's been doing the heavy lifting for her squad here in this game. Good defense. Mendres. Right to the hands of Atienza. They go to Gemma Galanza. Prado with a dig. Mendres again. De Guzman gives this one to the team captain, Eliza Valdez.
And that's the set that Valdez loves, that fast and low set, challenging the blockers of PLDT, going for that cross-court attack.
And that's the advantage, you know, that these two have. Talking about Eliza and Gia, since their college days in Ateneo, they know each other so well on the court.
Nothing has changed. If anything, it has gotten much better.
And the ceiling is sky high for these two. To get back to this game, 4-point lead for Creamline. Mendres will try. They're going to try to chase it. And Mendres proving to be the spark that PLDT needs. Cuts it to a 4-point lead. Check that, 3-point lead. Jamie has been keeping me in check. And right now, Mika Reyes, 3 points for her. De Guzman sends it over to Tots Carlos. Breaking through that block. And she has just been incredible here in our match today as we head on over to our second technical timeout.
Welcome back to the PVL. Let's take a look at CREAMLINE's thoughts. Carlos reflecting upon the challenges as a reluctant leader in her UAAP days.
Kasi nung college, yung naging struggle ko, paano maging leader. Well, sa'yo, lalo ka na, kahit nahihirapan ka sa game, hindi ka talaga sumusuko. Tsaka alam mo dalhin yung team. Isip ko na parang, paano niya nagagawa yan? Ang hirap-hirap na ng posisyon niya. Pero, ang gaan pa rin ng feeling pag nakikita ka naglalaro. Ganon?
As we go back to this game, that was Tots Carlos that we saw a while ago, one of the features that we have. Morente trying to keep her team alive with that energy, and they need that. With the mood on the side of PLDT, you know, parang wala masyadong energy, and it's something that they gotta work on if they want to keep up here with the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. 3-point lead for CREAMLINE. Morente serving. De Guzman. This time, that signature attack will not be successful.
Take a look at this set.
Nasabayan na siya ni Mean Mendres, nabasa na siya.
Timing on that A quick attack. She knew.
And she loved that, talking about Mean Mendres. Morente on deck to serve. De Guzman. Good defense by PLDT. Are they going to try again? This time, Gia takes matters into her own hands. That's a real point for the PLDT high-speed headers that they have come alive here in our second set. This will prompt Coach Sherwin Meneses to call for time.
Sana si Celine? Dito? O gitna? Hindi Dito. Execute lang tayo ng maganda. Na-block kasi hindi na palo. Na-depensahan kasi mahaba yung palo. Execute lang tayo ng maganda. Basta ready lang. Kung bigay sa'yo, de puntos. Let's go!
PLDT slowly creeping in. Coach Sherwin talking to his squad about having proper execution. Michelle Gumabao on your screens. Scores 15-16.
That is MG, as Jamie said, on your screens. And of course, one of the best friends of Alyssa Valdez. Very tight second set that we're having. Pretty slow second set that we're having as well. As Gia de Guzman finds Alyssa. Good coverage by Atienza. Tots Carlos. De Baculangan to Mendres. That goes a little too wide for Mean Mendres.
Mean Mendres avoiding the hands of the block of CREAMLINE. Lack of burst action in that rally.
A lot of frustration also on the face of Mean Mendres. They were so close to almost tying that game. But it's back to a 2-point lead for the White Shirts. Make that a 1-point lead. That's going to be the third service error for Alyssa Valdez, which is something we don't see often. Because Lai is a very good server.
Consistent, but with these crucial matches, it's important that you lessen the unforced errors.
That's right. Mendres serving. That's a good serve. Galanza. Dima. To the Padonata, and she does that so well. You gotta explain this play to us. And of course, the blockers were late as well.
Because Del is extremely tall, the A quick attack can just be put up in front of her. It doesn't have to be in a certain position.
Right.
Because she's so tall.
And she just makes it look so easy. We are now tied at 17. Prado, she's denied. And Jovi Prado, right now, she's on the floor with her teammates surrounding her. The knee is up. We're not exactly sure what happened. We didn't really get to see it, but hopefully she's okay. She got medical staff surrounding her right now, as we can see. And right now, Jovi, 9 points for her in this match. And hopefully, things turn out well. Never like seeing anything like this in any sport.
Hope it's nothing too serious.
Definitely. Let's take a look at what happened. And that is something we do not want to see. We do not want to happen to any player. And she's gonna be stretchered off the court and attended to. And hopefully we can get some updates later on this situation and what's happening right now. But right now, all we can really do is to hope that she's okay, pray that she's okay. Her teammates on the side trying to gather everybody. And she was doing so well too here in our game, trying to keep strong. We can see it in her face. So cool, calm, and collected as ever. And there, she will be stretchered off the court. And hopefully Kyla possibly can get some updates. She receives a round of applause from the crowd. And we are gonna pray that everything turns out fine for Jovi Prado. Again, hopefully some updates later on. Let's get back to this game. Jamie, we have, of course, a crowd favorite also. Ponce enters the court for the first time today. And for the PLDT high-speed hitters, taking the place of Jovi Prado, we have Jules Samonte. Limakulangan will go to Palomata. She's blocked. Tots Carlos. On the hands of Jules Samonte. 2-point lead for CREAMLINE.
Deadly pressure attack by Tots Carlos, touching the hands of Jules Samonte.
And hopefully Jules will be able to provide some offensive support here for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Again, Jovi Prado had 9 points. Ponce serving. Limakulangan sent it over to Jules. There you have it. That's the answer. Samonte with her first point of the game.
Powering through the block of CREAMLINE. See another substitution. Ceballos in. Great swing by Samonte.
Hopefully we see more of those attacks here in this game coming from Jules Samonte. I believe she did not play in their previous game. So this is her first time seeing action here in our conference. Rhea gives it to Jules. No fear in the attack. Gia finds Gemma. Balik sa CREAMLINE. Nobody there for PLDT.
The offense is way too fast on this side of
The
CREAMLINE.
weakness isn't giving PLDT the chance to really come up with a defensive pattern or what to do to be able to counter.
Too easy.
And right now, if you can hear the cheers of the crowd, it's because this girl over here has just entered, another crowd favorite. We have Risa Sato with a clips.
New look.
New look. Nakalugay. As Limakulangan to Samonte again. Powerful hits from Samonte. Tots Carlos. Is it still playable? Oh, they're gonna call another floor touch challenge, and they're gonna say that there was a floor touch. Remember in set number 1, that also happened, and it was a successful challenge. So we will see how this one will turn out. This has to be our fourth, if I'm not mistaken, fourth challenge of the game. And later on, we have another match. We're gonna close things out. It's gonna be the Farm Fresh Foxies versus the Signal HD Spikers. As we all know, Farm Fresh, wala pa silang panalo dito sa ating Invitational Conference. And for Signal, they won against Photon in their last game. Let's take a look at this.
Definitely a floor touch.
And I think with these things, they happen so fast that sometimes the referees don't really take notice. A good, successful challenge for Coach Sherwin Meneses. Score now, 21, serving 18. De Guzman. Bump set to Jules Samonte. Picked up by Jesus. Gemma Galanza puts it away.
Too easy for Gemma Galanza. Great set.
And with that, well, we gotta take a look at this one first. I mean, Gemma Galanza can just do no wrong. It's gonna be a timeout called by the PLDT high-speed hitters. Let's listen in.
Pati yung chance ball. Ha? Lapit ba? Isang pasa, serve tayo naman.
Lahanap ko lang,
Go, go.
guys. Sabatin mo lang Ate Jobs, ha? Tara.
Sobrang layo talaga. Bagay na lang.
Bump lang tayo
Go, go,
kasi
go.
floated. Let's go. Hey, PLDT! Smile!
Without Jove Prado on the court, it's important that they need to execute properly with their defense, their offense, because she was the reason why they had such stable defense and service receive in the back row.
That's right. You can hear also in the timeout they're saying para kay Ate Jokes. So we will see if they're able to do just that here in this game. 18-22 is our score. A while ago you saw the Farm Fresh Foxies. They have a game against Signal after this, and that will go straight to the net for Gia de Guzman. It's a free ball here given to PLDT. Rhea de Mocolangan serving for the red shirts. De Guzman, back set to Gemma Galanza. From all sides of the court.
I mean, are we surprised with that reverse set by Gia de Guzman?
And what a beautiful play from Gia, from Gemma. 23 serving 19. That's a good serve from Galanza. PLDT able to send it over. De Guzman! Teresa Sato! The reaction of Teresa Sato. You know what we love about Teresa, really, is that she always, just has fun when she's on the court. No pressure at all.
Electric, joyful, always smiling.
She just brings so much energy, whether she's on the court or she's on the bench. I mean, we've been covering her since the start of PVL. I've never once seen her frown, I believe. As we get back to this game, Tots Carlos. Ball is still alive. De Guzman set it over to Eliza Valdez. And that's going to go the way of the PLDT high-speed hitters. They're going to call it outside.
Valdez did have the right idea of going for that down the line. Little too strong.
We are at set point here in set number 2. Jules Samonte. Again, first time seeing action here in the Invitational Conference. Valdez will try. Babalik sa CREAMLINE. Sato finishes the set. It was Eliza to Gia, Teresa. Beautiful play.
Quick attack.
That was Risa Sato bringing that energy to the side of the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers, and they will take Welcome back. You're still watching the PVL Invitational Conference as the Creamline Crew Smashers versus the PLDT High-Speed Hitters. And of course, we have new streaming experiences also await by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Venica Pastrana with Jamie La Victoria. We're going to talk a little bit about that set number 2. It was close in the start, but what happened when Creamline started to pull away?
The Creamline Crew Smashers have such great offense. Many options, you have said, Domingo. We have Risa Sata towards the end of the second set. Towards Carlos, that girl on your screens. Valdez as well. And I have to give credit to their service receive rather. It's very stabilized. It is mastered. And because of that, they are able, Gia rather, is able to run her offense smoothly. Now on the side of the PLDT high-speed hitters, it's important that they lessen their unforced errors. And on your screens, we have the set 2 stats. Creamline clearly dominant with attacks with 16 and only 3 by PLDT. 3 blocks, errors on the side of Creamline with 7 and also PLDT. But what is not shown on your screen, Billy, is the timing of the unforced errors. And usually the timing of the unforced errors break the momentum or make the momentum of your squad. So it's really important to lessen that.
That's why they keep giving chances here for the Creamline Crew Smashers. And we know them, we know this team. They will always capitalize on your unforced errors as we see Tots Carlos, Gemma Galanza. Sabi nga natin kanina yung triple threat si Eliza Valdez here on your screens. And of course, on the other side, we have Rhea de Maculangan, the veteran of this PLDT squad. She's going to try to lead her team here in set number 3. Again, Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria, Carla Kingsu giving us the latest from the sidelines as Mika Reyes welcomes us. Unsuccessful. Gemma Galanza picked up by Kath Arado. Mendres. And that's going to be a point for Creamline outside for Mean Mendres. Creamline draws first blood here in our 3rd set. We're live here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig, and we're hoping everybody is staying safe and dry. And that will be some miscommunication here for PLDT. Second straight point for the Creamline Crew Smashers. That's going to be an ace for Gia de Guzman.
Targeting Mean Mendres.
Dima goes to Mika. They're trying to chase out. Mendres was there. Gets the first point for her team this 3rd set.
Now it's important for the PLDT high-speed hitters to stabilize their service receive. They are unable to make it directly to Rhea, and it's forced to usually go for that reverse set. Very predictable going for that open set. And it's easy for Creamline to read.
Galanza with a drop. They're going to try to catch it. Doesn't go over for Mean Mendres as we set it over to Kyla Kingsu.
Billy and Jamie, earlier in the game, unfortunately, we witnessed Jovi Prado suffering a bad fall. I saw her being assessed by her PT and her left leg was being iced. But thankfully, right now, she is back on the bench. But they told me that she is still under observation. Now, Billy, earlier you pointed out how Del Palamata is proving herself as such an efficient blocker for PLDT and how Gemma Galanza continues to challenge Del. And you know, these two athletes tell me that their 2023 SEA Games stint definitely allowed them to familiarize themselves with each other's strengths and weaknesses. But for this matchup so far, things are playing to the advantage of Creamline. Let's see how PLDT tries to turn things around. Now let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that, Kyla. And you know, every time you got to call up for the national team, it really does wonders to your confidence. And over the years, Del Palamata has really just worked on that confidence of hers.
And not only that, Billy, all the learnings from being on the national team.
That's right.
You're able to bring it in the pros and share it with your squad.
But right now, PLDT ties this game. We're at 3-all. But Pangs Panaga quickly makes it a 1-point deficit game.
And that is her third point this entire match.
She's been a little quiet here in our game today. At any rate, Pangs Panaga has also been one of the most efficient blockers here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Dima to Tobino, finally gets one. She's been having a couple of troubles with those attack errors. She goes cross-court, goes for the kill, is successful.
She did not see court action in the second set.
She didn't. That's gonna be her fourth point of our game. We're tied at 4. Mika Reyes also at 4 points right now. De Guzman finds Eliza Valdez. Goes for her cross-court.
Gia De Guzman just showing the strengths of her squad. Perfect set. Valdez avoiding the hands.
Great
of
angle.
Morente.
That's right, great angle as well for Eliza Valdez. Dima to Tobino. Better attacking from Royce Tobino. I think that little rest, that second set rest did her really good. The way that she's playing here in our third set. Hopefully she'll be able to sustain it.
She was able to have a breather during that second set.
Because their team, or her team rather, really needs her. Remember, as Kyla mentioned, Joey Prado on the bench right now. Morente sends it over. It's a chance here for Creamline. De Guzman. Mean Mendres from the back row. De Guzman to Valdez. They gotta solve this Eliza Valdez problem. Safe spot for the team captain.
You were able to catch that rally. Take a look at the blockers of PLDT. Gia De Guzman fooling the block of PLDT. And only giving Valdez 1 block.
And all Kath Arado could do was smile. 6-5 is on the scoreboard right now. Here comes Eliza. That is going to be, I believe, service error number 4. And the moment that she released that ball, she knew.
She knew the toss was a little bit too low in that rally.
Now, let's take a look at our service errors. Creamline with 9, PLDT with just 2. What a disparity between, the service errors of both our squads. Good defense by PLDT. Mean Mendres, another point, finding that donut hole. So, Creamline, we're seeing them scramble a little bit here in our third set. Eliza was a little late to pick that up. Just a huge gap in the middle, Jamie. PLDT now holds that lead. A service error. Again, the momentum shifts to the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Royce Tobino quickly apologizing here to Coach Ralph Ricafort because they had that chance.
See a seesaw battle between both squads.
We're tied at 7-all again. Dimac to Mendres. That's going to be a point here for PLDT as we head on over to our first technical timeout.
Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or Filipinas dash ticketing.worldcup.basketball. Too wide for Mendres, trying to avoid the block of Creamline. Right idea. Score is now 8-all. Mendres finding the hole of defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
PLDT with a lead 8-9 here in our third set. For those who just tuned in, Creamline has won the past 2 sets. Now this is a much closer set that we're having. Gemma Galanza with a push. Nandoon si Morente. Mean Mendres. Right. Second of face of Gia de Guzman. Quickly apologizing. And Gia saying, no, it's okay, no problem.
Down the line by Mendres.
2-point advantage here for PLDT. Mendres with 8 points. And 6 here in our third set. So 6 out of the 10 points that PLDT has right now is care of Mean Mendres. Tots Carlos. Good save by Caparado. Mendres again. And she is on fire here in our third set. Officially point number 9 for her, as Coach Sherwin Meneses will call for time.
Lose. Kung hindi natin masasangga, di huwag na tayo mag-block. Lose, chance ball. Kailangan pag nag-block kayo, sure na tataas yung bola or mabablock. Di ba? Kaso mayroon talaga ang depensa pag pumasok ng konti. Kaya receive muna tayo ulit. Okay lang yan, malayo pa yan. Receive muna ulit.
Yes, coach. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go! Usap lang. All in, Creamline!
Let's take a look at our PVL asks from Faith Nesperos. She asked a while ago, who will score the most points in today's game? All right. Now we will see. Is it Tots Carlos? You said it was Tots Carlos. You're right. 13 points so far for her right now. And you also said the other one. I remember you saying it was Del Palomata. We're gonna check how many points Del has today. Let's get back to this game. Ball is still live. Dimakulangan. Babalik kay Mendres. And what's happening right now to the Creamline Cool Smashers, Jamie?
They're not ready for the defense. They're deflecting the attack of Mendres, but being unable to defend after.
And the attacks of Mendres, if we'd noticed, they're not the strongest.
Placement.
Right, just the placement, the smarts. Risa Sato back in the game. Galanza, bump set to Tots Carlos. Nandoon si Arado. Hinabol ni Dimakulangan as they set it over. Tots Carlos out of nowhere. Arado, great defense. Morente. It goes out. That is outside. She was hoping for a check. That's right. She was hoping for a check. Pero sayang. Ang ganda ng sequence na nakita natin.
Just lacking a verse action in that rally.
I think she got a bit too excited because that energy was, on their side.
PLDT it's slowly gaining momentum.
Right? It's a 3-point lead for PLDT. Here comes Mendres again. De Guzman to Galanza. Subtle push. De Maculangan to Mendres. This time she's blocked. Good coverage. Cafarado just everywhere. And this time, we got Michelle Morente trying to make up for that error that she had a while ago.
Great coverage by Caparado. Touching the hands of Risa Sato.
That's right.
Like you said, Billy, making up for that last rally.
And right now, the PLDT high-speed hitters have that confidence. They have that confidence in that third set. But we keep talking about those errors that we do not want to see. That's her first service error for Mean Mendres. But if you're a Creamline fan, you very well know what they're capable of. They're not going to be fazed by this. Tobino. De Guzman, Valdez, Arado with those one-hand saves. A little too low for Mean Mendres. That's going to be an attack error, giving these chances to the Cool Smashers.
Man had the right idea for going with that soft touch. Almost there with that execution.
As Risa Sato prepares to serve here for Creamline. They're down by 2 points. Tobino with a drop! And that is the problem that we have been seeing here for the Cool Smashers, Jamie. It's really that area.
In the donut hole zone.
Take a look at this. And for PLDT, they know that, and they have been sensing that. So the placement of their attacks, it's been there. Mika serving. De Guzman, back set to Tots Carlos. And it's like she's saying, take a lap. I got this.
Tots Carlos trying to freeze that momentum of the PLDT high-speed hitters. She has become their go-to spiker, Billy. Down the line.
Right now, 14 points for Tots Carlos. This is our third set if you just tuned in. Here comes Tots. That's in. Right on the money for Tots Carlos. Hits the line.
Creamline slowly creeping in.
That was a great serve by Tots. She has mastered that jump serve right there. Another one for Tots. That is in! Second straight service ace for Tots Carlos.
And we saw Mean Mendres shout out.
And she has single-handedly tied this game. Are you kidding me? Third straight service ace for Tots Carlos. And Coach Raul, he's gonna try to freeze her. He calls for time.
Yung pattern ulit. Binabaryetan naman eh. Mabagal naman. Magsimula kayo nang dito, lagpas sa kalahati. Pagka-release yung base ulit. Pag malakas, bangain na lang. Ipilit talaga dito. Kung gusto malito mo pa ng konti para makususigat. Pero yung harap, iwan talaga. Ay, hindi, bigtat. Dahil na lang. Ikaw. Transition ka.
Kasi muna tayo na isa maganda.
Transition ba sa'yo? Yung ngayon service.
We just had 3 service aces in a row by Tots Carlos.
She is just incredible. Take a look at that stat line. 16 points off 11 attacks, 2 blocks, 3 aces. Such a well-rounded player. And this is something she really worked on. Unfortunately, that one's gonna sail out for Tots. They said 4 is too much. But she could have, she could have. All right, you're tied 15-all.
Close matchup, Billy.
Very close matchup here in our third set, Jamie. Morente serving. De Guzman to Eliza Valdez. For number 3. We're back here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Billy Capistrano, Jamie La Victoria, and Kyla Kingsu manning the sidelines for us. This is a game between the Creamline Cool Smashers and, of course, the PLDT high-speed hitters. Let's take a look at another matchup we have today. Setting masterclass. Gia de Guzman versus Rhea de Maculangan. For Gia, 20% setting efficiency, 8% setting efficiency for Rhea in our game today. It's a 1-point lead for Creamline. Chance here for PLDT. They go to Tobino. That's inside.
Tobino going for that down the line. This is how we see PLDT. They were
right.
also like this in the All-Filipino Conference. They tend to have a slow start, but they
then they pick
slowly,
it up.
that's right, they slowly gain momentum towards the end.
Well, of course, you know, you're gonna make it harder for yourself. But right now, they are putting up a fight against the defending champions. They go to Palomata. De Guzman. And that's gonna be a point for Seth Domingo. An attack that she does so well.
A quick attack, great set by De Guzman. See a double substitution.
Yep, a double substitution this time for the PLDT high-speed hitters. We have Puzon and Erica Santos. So a bunch of adjustments here for Coach Rald Ricafort. That is Venice Puzon. And that's gonna be a 3-point given here to the PLDT high-speed hitters. We have Baji Del Rosario of PLDT in attendance here at the Phil Sports Arena. We're tied at 17-all. So crucial moments here in our third set. Palomata with a serve. That's a good one. De Guzman, pupuntahan si Tots Carlos, picked up by Tobino. Mendres will try. Chance para sa PLDT. Puzon, back set to Erica Santos. Galanza. Puzon. Mendres. It's still alive. Off the hands of Del Palomata. The sword fire in that attack for Gemma Galanza.
With Creamline, a team that thrives on counterattack, it's important to be stabilized in defense. Great dig by Valdez.
So we see here also Jamie on the side of the PLDT high-speed hitters. They're gonna give Rhea a bit of a break, fielding in Puzon to do setting duties. Mendres. Tots Carlos!
Tobino was there. Too strong.
Way too strong, bouncing off the hands of the veteran Royce Tobino. And Tots Carlos, 18 big points for her. And she has been that go-to girl here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Gia de Guzman serving for the white shirts. Puzon. Finds Erica Santos. No go. It's going to be a chance here. Mika Reyes. Still unsuccessful. Tots Carlos. Cross score.
Too easy for Tots Carlos. Our Creamline was down a few points in the start of this third set.
They clung to her.
Because of her 3 service aces in a row. And because of that, they were able to gain that momentum that they needed.
Exactly. Credit that to her for bouncing back here in our third set. But always at Creamline, it's going to be a total team effort. And we can see that. Speaking of service aces, Gia Guzman joining the party as well. As PLDT will call for time.
I-anticipate nyo na. Sa inyo bibigay. Aangkinin talaga eh. Ha? Magkapalitan lang yung dalawa. Kailangan talaga makaikot. Ikot ka ulit. Sa kabilang side. Pag may pasang maganda, go mo na. Okay, ikaw, pwede ka rin. Transition. Walang pasa ulit.
Sabay!
Isahan ulit. Isahan.
The Creamline Cool Smashers up 21-17. They were down in the first part of this third set. Then Tots Carlos had it. Service aces, 3. The parents of Gia de Guzman on your screens.
Proud parents of Gia after that service ace. Let's see if she can do another one here. 21 serving 17. Unfortunately, this one sails out for Gia. They have a little bit of breathing room though. For Gia, this is her third service error of the game. And we don't see that a lot from
Rare,
her.
very rare.
De Guzman finds Tots. And she does it again.
I mean, their defenders, their opponents on the other side are actually there in position.
And they're ready for it.
Because the power in that attack is much too strong.
And that's Kath Arado. So again, Tots Carlos. Electrifying touch here in our game. That's going to be a service ace for the Cool Smashers. And just like that, they're at 23. PLDT has been stuck at 18. That's going to be a costly error right there. We have substitutions here for PLDT. Ceballos checks in for Royce Tobino. 23 serving 18. That's a good one. There we go. Mika Reyes stops the bleeding.
All started with the service receive of Fiola. And I've been saying this all throughout this entire match. Once you stabilize that service receive, you are able to run your offense smoothly.
And everything else will follow. The execution will be there. Mendres serving. De Guzman back set to Tots. She's blocked. She's denied. PLDT still alive here in our third set, here in our game.
Fiola, Ceballos having magical moments this third set.
Great timing for that block. Mendres, that's a good one. Which leads to the Mika Reyes point. They're down by 2. Just like that. Coach Sherwin and the Creamline Cool Smashers will talk it out.
Medyo mataas naman yung bola eh. Ikaw na mag-receive. Ha? Mataas naman eh. Focus ka na dun sa... Atake. Pero pag dumalik yung sa'yo, receive mo.
Yes, coach. Mine.
Pasok ko dito konti.
Same lang, Tots. Tots, same lang.
Sino nandito? Balos?
Kapalo.
Okay.
Kaya. Delay ka lang.
Oh, let's go.
Handa.
All in! Creamline!
Gitnawan mo na.
PLDT slowly creeping in, scores 23-21. Close third set.
All is not lost yet for the PLDT high-speed hitters. If you're PLDT, this is your chance. You have that momentum. But if you're Creamline, you want to solidify your placement at the top of the standings. It is Mean Mendres on the service line. De Guzman, Tots Carlos, of course you're gonna go to Tots Carlos. At the end game, you're gonna go to the most efficient player.
With this many offensive options.
And she is the best spiker in the league. 21 points for Tots Carlos.
Too easy.
Risa Sato. We are at match point 24-21. Morente. Good defense. They go back to Tots.
Keep in mind in that rally.
We were not prepared for that. For the attack by Tots.
She's already on the floor.
She's just out here surprising everybody.
Take a look at this. She's already on the floor. San Domingo.
She's on the floor. She gets back up and finishes this game. And that's Tots Carlos for you. There you have it. The PLDT high-speed hitters suffer their first loss of the conference against the Creamline Cool Smashers. And of course, you can relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We're gonna wrap everything up when we return. And the Creamline Cool Smashers extend their winning streak, this time against the PLDT high-speed hitters, 25-21, 25-20, and 25-21. As we turn it over to Kyla King-Su, who is with our best player of the game. Go ahead, Kyla.
I'm here with Tots Carlos, our our best player of the game once again. And it's no surprise, a big congratulations to you. And of course, to CREAMLINE, you got 21 points, 2 blocks, 3 aces. Very crucial aces, so congrats once again. So unang-una, you guys came from a 2-week-long break and you told me, and kitang-kita naman na you guys stayed in great shape. So what were the key preparations in terms of skills and conditioning that allowed you to win in straight set fashion?
Yun nga, I think 2 weeks preparation naging advantage siya for the team because we prepared very well. Tapos yung mga coaches namin, magagaling kasi yung mga coaches namin, so talagang naplano nila when, yung strength and conditioning, yung training ng bola, anong skills yung iti-training today. So, ang galing lang na it's really working for us.
Now, Tots, take me back to that third set. PLDT had the lead earlier in that set, then you made 3 very crucial service aces pulling away. So in crucial moments like those, ano yung mindset mo for every serve, for every play?
Well, yung mga ganong moments, lagi lang sinasabi sa amin ni Coach Sherwin na pag nandun kami, napunta kami sa ganong scenario, lagi lang namin isipin kung paano namin i-overcome. And yun, I just really try to give my best every day. And yun, nakukuha din kasi yan sa training and extra. So I think lahat ng ginagawa namin na bibigyan kami ng result.
Now, Tots, is there anyone you want to greet? Go ahead.
Oh, hi to my family, sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa CREAMLINE, sa Rebisco teams, sa lahat po ng nandito ngayon, nanonood. Maraming salamat po sa suporta nyo. Rebisco, maraming salamat din po sa pagsuporta sa team. Sir Alan, Sir Joe, Ma'am Lizanne, Attorney Lily, lahat po ng bumubuo ng team. Maraming salamat po.
There you have it. That was Tots Carlos, our best player of the game. Once again, congratulations. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that, Kyle. And of course, congratulations to Tots Carlos. It is her 3rd time winning Best Player of the Game as we take a quick look at our match highlights.
If I were to describe this match, we have the teamwork. The teamwork has been established by the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. They have established that service receive. Gia de Guzman orchestrating her offense well. She has many options. You have Valdez, Galanza, Domingo, and of course, Tots Carlos. Now, on the side of the PLDT high-speed hitters, it's important that they lessen their unforced errors, and it's important for them to stabilize that service receive so Rhea can utilize all her options.
So what are the implications of this match here today, Jamie? I mean, now we see that CREAMLINE, they're solidifying their placement at the top of the standings. Meanwhile here, for the PLDT high-speed hitters, they suffer their first loss.
Well, it's important that PLDT goes back to the drawing board. You have time, you have a few days until your next games, and this is the time to do your best in training. I always say how you practice is how you play. Now, let's take a look at the match stats. 45 attacks versus 36 on the side of PLDT. 4 blocks, 5 aces. Let's see the 9 aces by the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. And that was the difference there. Also, the timing of the aces. There were 3 aces given by Tots Carlos. 3 in a row, in fact, and that was
pivotal.
That's right. That was the spark plug for the 3rd set.
And that spelled all the difference for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers in that 3rd set. 3 players from CREAMLINE in double digits today. And for PLDT, it was just Mean Mendres who top scored. Now up next, the closings out, we have the Farm Fresh Foxies versus the Single HG Spikers for Pool B. And that is going to be an interesting game. Now for One Sports, my partner Jamie La Victoria, Kyla Kingsu, Direk Al Neri, and all the amazing people behind this production. I'm Billy Capistrano, and this has been the PVL Invitational Conference.
Maria Angelica, kayo.
Play number 1. Ganda ng receive ni Apanets. Sakto din yung pasok ni Ate Rijan, mabilis. Sorry Ate Gemma, naisahan kita dito. Pagpasok ko ng signal kasi parang yung skills ko parang mababa lang talaga. Ako naman, di naman ako tumigil na trabaho para ma-maintain ko pa rin kung ano yung naipakita ko sa kanila.